All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. We are back. It is obviously Monday, December 29th. We're back with the wonderful people on YouTube. Just join the YouTube video to like it. That's the thumbs up button. Make sure you guys check in with us. Show us some love on the video. Drop any plays or thoughts you have in the chat in regards to today's slate. And let's just get a sound check. Everybody can hear me? We're good. Yes? Chalk, Sean, Keith, what's up?
We're near.
Yo, good morning. What's going on?
All right. Me chose the mic.
What's up?
All right. Let me just make sure. Yep. We're all here. Okay. All right. Prophet, what's up, my guy? Appreciate you tapping in.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
You already know, man. Another day, another dollar. We're back in the building. You know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I think today's slate is sweet. All of my plays are already out. I don't know if you guys have seen them already.
Let me ask you boys something. How do you feel about an 11 game slate? Do you like it? Is it too much?
Oh, once I find a couple things, I stop right there.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. I'm not gonna like a bunch of games. I guess it's more for like the novice guys, right? Like the novice people. Like it's the temptation of needing to bet like 10 things or 10 games just because there are 11 games being played. You know what I mean? So like I think that's the thing, right? I don't like I said. I'm cool with the 11 games. I'm cool. Like I said, I like Keith said, you find your spots and you bet it and you keep it rolling.
Yeah, I prefer like a 6 to 8 game slate. I feel like with 11 games, bro, like it's the way I do shit is I always go through every game and write down like things that I lean towards. And then I come back and I try to like find my favorite plays of those. I've got like 13 shits wrote down right now.
I don't think
that
I got
I'm doing
a
13
preference on
plays.
like how many games there are. I just really like it's so easy to weed out games when there's 11 of them. But really, I look for the matchups. Like some teams match up with other teams a lot better, and props wise and position wise. When there's 11, you really don't have to do them all. It's so easy. Like today, just straight up skipping Pacers Rockets. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not looking at anything there.
What?
Low total, huge spread. But that's just me personally. Like you just look at the matchups in some of these games and huge blowout potential. And even Suns Wizards doesn't really do much for me personally. And obviously, some other guys might have plays, but it's more about the matchups and the number of games. But I've always been a small slate guy. As long as the matchups are there, even if there's like 3 or 4, I'm cool with that.
I know we're not going to skip these 4 games, but when I see a big spread like that against one of the worst teams in the NBA, it just tells me off rip that the number one guy, KD, is trying to hit his numbers and go to the bench. So like there's definitely value in that game in terms of Rocket players. You just got to pick the spot. I think I found one.
Yeah, I mean, on the contrary, you kind of get opportunities for those role guys too. So if you're predicting a blowout and your seed minute increase, you're just trying to predict different things, and that's kind of when it gets a little bit messy.
Best advice for you: just take the Pacers money line.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to get into these games? All right, first game we're going to get into is obviously the Bucks taking on the Charlotte Hornets. I think I should zoom in a little bit more on my screen. Yeah, that's better for the people on here. Now, listen, for me with in this one, I'm already going to tell you straight up, I'm rocking with LaMelo Ball in this game. Why? Kanka Nipple's not playing. Right. Although I don't know if you guys saw, he turned his ankle or whatever, but he did look like he was okay. He went to his his little brother's AAU game the next day. You know what I mean? I tried to keep up on the people who I bet on. So like in regards to LaMelo, obviously his last 3 games, his threes. This is what I'm focusing on. I like his 4 threes. I did take his 4 threes. It's a plus 170 right now on FanDuel. You probably get a better line elsewhere. And at plus 170 for the 4, I like it. I think that he's going to obviously be a free-flowing shooter. He's going to be able to do whatever he wants and get whatever shot that he wants. But personally, I think it's, like I said, it's a good look. Head-to-head, he's had a game out of his last 2 matchups. He had a game where he dropped 6. Is somebody whistling? Or am I tripping?
I didn't hear it.
I don't know if it's a noise coming from Keith's page or Keith's phone. I just muted it. It's all good.
Yeah, I just muted my mic.
All right. My man's having a great day. And yeah, LaMelo's threes, and I'm not mad at his assist either. He's performed really well passing the ball against the Bucks historically. I think his number's at 7.5. I'm not mad, or 7 or 6.5. 7.5 right now. I'm not mad at it. Obviously, you'll see head to head. He had 10 the last time he saw them, and then he's had back-to-back games where he's had 10. So he's had back-to-back double-doubles as far as matching up against Milwaukee. So those are the things. Those are what I would like mostly in this one. On the other side, and I don't see a world where Giannis doesn't go crazy if he plays. Obviously, we saw him the other night return against Chicago. A lot of people giving him flack for that windmill dunk to end the game. I'm okay with it, to be totally honest, but it is what it is. Chalk, Sean, Keith, or Prophet, what y'all liking? And then my boy Drama up here.
Yeah, I saw 6.5 earlier for LaMelo Ball's assist. I think it's at 7.5 now. Juiced it under, but I did like that 6.5 over. I'm still rocking LaMelo's threes, 4+ as you mentioned. Might be a ladder spot too. Giannis, of course. Bobby Portis, I'm kind of looking into that a little bit. I'm trying to go through the injury report right now, but I don't see Milwaukee submitted anything. Maybe I'm wrong there. I kind of like Bobby Portis. I see Gary Trent questionable and Tariq Prince is out. Bobby Portis points and assists. I think he's at 12.5. It's not widely available right now, but I like that as well. The reason I like LaMelo's assists is, even with Khan off the floor, Khan can kind of create his own shot a little bit. I think a lot of the other guys the Bucks will kind of close in on LaMelo if he does decide to drive, especially with the length that they have with Giannis back. I think that the dishes and the open looks will be there for the role players, the Bridges, the Millers, and even Sexton if they're on the floor at the same time. So I do like the ball, and I do like Giannis points and rebounds, and Portis once it becomes available.
So can you go to assists for LaMelo? And then click defense versus DAZ on the suggested there, and then favorable. Yeah. 100% hit rate this season, 75% in his last 20. If you filter that to 22+ minutes, I think it goes up even more. I agree with Chalk. The 6.5 is still available out there at some books, but you're paying like $150. So you could lay the 6.5 or 7.5+ money straight. I like both of those looks. And then could you go to Kevin Porter Jr.? It's not sexy. It's very small. There's not a lot of games with Giannis here, but I'm looking at KPJ's points over. Should play 24, 25+ minutes. And if you see there, defense versus position, 28th, defense versus play type, 27. So big fan of the Kevin Porter Jr. stuff. That being said, I haven't made either of these official yet, but those are my 2 leans in this one.
All right, yeah, and the LaMelo assist filter, when you hit favorable, it immediately goes to 22 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyone else?
Yeah, I actually this is the winnable game for Charlotte. So dictated by the spread. I guess the books are anticipating Giannis to only play 25 minutes again, which he was still pretty productive in those 25 minutes. I don't see him trying to stay aggressive last game. I felt as though that dunk was just for him to get closer to his numbers or for his season average. They'll never admit that, however. I like the others in this matchup. I think I like Miles Turner. Just from the Bucks side, I know he hasn't been particularly shooting the ball well this season. His Bucks tenure is not living up to what they signed him for. But outside of the head-to-head, I just feel like this is a game where he should have a good matchup. I like his threes particularly. Oh, Miles Turner has good games. That's really where he really makes an impact. Um, I like the 2.5 at plus money, and then I just went ahead and looked at um how Charlotte players perform when it is
Hold on. What was that, Keith? What was that play? My fault.
Miles Turner 2.5 threes at plus money.
Okay.
I think Diabate, who's probably going to get the start again, unless Cal Renner is back. No, yeah, Diabate's undersized. Even if he does step out there, I think Miles Turner can just rise and shoot over him. And then looking at the Hornets side, I think I like LaMelo's RA. Talks on Twitter, while it's it could be rumored and not official, talks on Twitter was Concanoble being the face of the Charlotte Hornets. And listen, what better way to reestablish yourself after inconsistent attendance from LaMelo Ball? The head-to-head is definitely there. I'm sorry, when it's a winnable game, when the spread is dictated by 2 possessions. Now, obviously, this game can get out of hand. To be honest, decides for 30 minutes. I don't see that happening. So I like LaMelo Ball's RA. I'm gonna go ahead and play that, and I'm gonna take his double and possibly take a stab at his triple. I feel like I'm on the right track in terms of taking players to the max, and I think LaMelo can do that today.
Yeah, we're in the same boat, bro. I took him for 5. I took him for up to 6 threes. I think he's gonna kill tonight. No, that is KPJ, not MPJ. KPJ plays for the Bucks. Kevin Porter Jr., not Michael Porter Jr. He plays for the Nets. Drama or Sean? Anything y'all like for this one?
I like LaMelo PRA, but that was really like more so a lean. I ain't looked too much into this game.
All right.
All I like is Kuzma's PRA. I kind of like his points.
All right. Drama, you here?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just like LaMelo in this game. LaMelo PRA.
All right, my bad. I was you definitely said that. I'm over here. I'm on my phone. All right, next game we're gonna get into is the Phoenix versus Washington game. I don't have too much in this. I will say that the matchup does suit Colin Gillespie. Colin Gillespie's got a really, really good matchup as far as where he takes his shots at. I mean, a lot of you see the shooting zones that he likes and what the opponent gives up. They're 29th in 3-pointers above the break. They've been, he's a catch and shoot guy. That's where half his shots come from. It is a good matchup. He's also been hitting his threes. His number is at 3.5 plus money. He's coming off games of 5, 4, and 4. And then he's just playing a Washington team that simply gives it up, right? I will say that Washington has improved a bit as the season has gone on. They have gotten better. They've seemed a little bit more competent, but it still seems like they're fully committed to tanking and putting themselves in a situation to get another star player or a star player for that regard. In that regard, in this matchup, though, I don't like a whole lot. Like I said, the Colin Gillespie look, I'm not mad at. Haven't been keen on betting on anybody for the Washington Wizards, especially not on a back-to-back. So Yeah, not too much on this, but I like the Colin Gillespie lean on the threes. The 3.5 is kind of crazy though, in my opinion. 2.5 as a parlay piece, but then again, I understand why the number's 3.5. The Wizards are awful on defense. Profit, chalk, profit, Keith. Anything that you guys like in this one? Then we'll go to Sean and drama.
McCollum under 23.5 PAs, under in 1 second. Under in 15 to 20 this season when Washington loses by 5 or more points. And Phoenix actually defends very well versus pick and roll ball handlers. So, yeah, that's my look. That's my only look.
Third in the league against pick and roll ball handlers. And they're also ninth in the league in above the break threes defense. So, like you said, the pick and roll and where he likes to get his shots, they do defend it at a top 10 level in the NBA based on metrics. So definitely not mad at that under. And like you said, people get uncomfortable when you say unders. Chalk, Keith, anything?
The only thing I would look at
not
was,
right away, but I found an angle yesterday in the Clipper game that I'm actually upset that I just didn't take it right away. I started filtering Brook Lopez when he played 18 plus minutes. The reason why I'm saying that is because I want to filter actually when I filtered Brook Lopez, it was nothing but Kawhi and James Harden shooting the rock, which just led to a Kawhi 50 piece in 3 quarters. So I'm gonna filter also when he plays 20 to 25 minutes. Just look at those box scores to see if there's anything in common. And then if I see anything that's like worth sharing, I'll come back on the mic.
No doubt. Chalk, what were you saying?
I was going to take a peek at Alistar points and rebounds, but as we mentioned at the top, I'm probably just going to skip this as a whole. Trying to work through the Suns lineup without Mark Williams, and then trying to guess anything about the Wizards any given night. As we mentioned, there's too many games on to kind of force on this one if you don't have a good feel, and I don't have a good feel, so I'll probably just pass.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Sean, Drum, anything you don't like in this Washington game?
Nothing.
I don't blame you. All right. Next game we're going to get to is the Orlando versus Toronto game. Only like one look in this one. This Paolo Banchero's rebounds. His rebounds are a 7.5. He hasn't gotten the number in his last 3. No, obviously Poto continues to be out. The only real conventional big that you're going to get is Sandro. I like Paolo to be able to get some boards against this team. And then I would like to believe that water finds its level with Scotty Barnes. He had 25 fucking rebounds yesterday. I would believe that, Orlando would offer some level of resistance on the other side, right? I think that the 7.5 rebounds is a gift. I'm also not mad at his double-double in this matchup. I like Orlando to come out with a high level of energy, and I like the 7.5 rebounds. I'm also not mad at taking a ticket on Desmond Bane's threes. It feels like everybody and their mother has now discovered that Anthony Black plays basketball for the Orlando Magic. So I don't want to invest. I don't want to over-invest on something I see a bunch of action coming in on. I don't know about y'all, but 2 weeks ago when we were betting on Anthony Black, a lot of people weren't. I think I've seen him on the timeline more in the last 4 days than ever before. If I'm tripping, tell me. But I'm pretty sure, right? Like y'all, Anthony Black has been. And rightfully so. He's been performing at a really high level. But it's tough when they start adjusting the numbers. You know what I mean? Like it says, he should go for 20 or 18.5, right? But seeing that he's going over 20 and he's coming off a career night with 38 2 nights ago, but. At 18.5, I'm going to stay away. If you are betting it, I hope that you guys do win. Chalk, Keith, Profit, anything you guys like in the Orlando-Toronto game?
No, but I do want to share the nugget that I just mentioned. It's the same read as yesterday. The top 2 options, ball hog, when Oso plays 20 minutes. So I'm taking a stab at Booker and Dylan Brooks here. Just to get a straight like 5 up from their base. because I don't want to say it's just Washington, but it just seems as though that's where they're going to. So I'm going to take that. In terms of this game, I'm good. I don't have a good feel on the Magic at all, especially because Banchero's not performing at the same level that I thought he would be.
Nothing for me. Fuck this game.
Not mad at that at all. Chalk.
I'll take Brandon Ingram over 23.5 points. But yeah, this is kind of a messy one. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like huge prop game from the Stars. And I wouldn't blame anybody going back to Anthony Black, especially rebounds and assists. I think I see an 8.5 out there. And I think that Paolo 12.5 rebound and assists is kind of underpriced as well. I like taking Brandon Ingram after somebody else on the Raptors has a big game, because I think he takes that shit kind of personally. He wants to reestablish himself as the guy. Kind of an ego thing with him. And Scotty Barnes just played 42 last night. RJ Barrett's a little, he's still coming back from injury. So I like Brandon Ingram to still take his 20, 25 shots tonight.
All right. Okay. All right. What do you guys consider better? Cam. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the chat real quick. Oh no, Sean, go ahead, and I'll look through the chat and I'll answer some of these questions.
Hey, I didn't hear what the other guys had said. I'm back and forth with work, but I like RJ Barrett. I know people are going to be a little skeptical because he's coming back from injury, but he just missed the points line by 1 point or 1 bucket this last game. It's a good matchup for his position as they give up the 4th most points to the forward position or small forward, and head to head he's already hit this line. So home games this year he's hit the line, and 4 of the last 5 games he's played, 7 of the last 10 games, and 17 out of 20 overall. So yeah, you give me RJ Barrett at 13.5 points. I think the line's just too low.
For sure. This is a good question. It's an easy answer. It's Cam Thomas for this question. King Cabano, I don't know how you pronounce it. But the reason why you go Cam is he had a 30 ball in like 20 minutes the other night. You know what I mean? Like if he's coming off the bench, especially, he's just going to jack. He was obviously extremely efficient his first night back, which is odd, right? Like we're not used to him being so efficient, but I mean, there's no way you can go over. I would 100% be rocking with Cam. I like Anthony Black, but I haven't recently wanted to bet on him just because I think it's a lot of the books catching up and trying to take their money back that they got smoked with for the first like month and a half of the season, respectfully. Drama, you like anything in this one?
Yeah, I do. Give me Paulo rebounds. With Toronto playing on the back-to-back, I think it's going to be a lot of misses on the Toronto side. So give me Paulo rebounds. I think it's too low. I think it's at 7.5. I think he can get a double-double tonight.
That's my play today in the game. Yes, sir. 10. I like the 10 as well. Yep. Bane, 5 assists. Not mad at it. I won't be betting it, but if you are betting his assists, no receipts, go for it. Magic games are tough to watch. I hear you. Damn, I don't know if you asked that question 3 times or what. Anything else? No, I don't have too much else in this one. We can move on to the next game, which is the Golden State Warriors taking on the Brooklyn Nets. And I've already expressed to everybody, this is a play that I just have to go with. I mean, the guy he's fire. Now, listen, they are playing a team that defensively does very good against what he likes to do. I know a lot of people and if he was at his regular line, which is more so like a 24.5, let's be honest, I probably wouldn't have bet it, but I just feel like the 16.5 is too low. Even if he's slightly more inefficient than he was the other night where he dropped 30, I don't see a world in which he doesn't get 17 points based on how he can get to the rim and how he drives the basketball and just his ability to just simply score. Not mad at Cam Thomas for the 16.5. I'll probably play him up to 20 to be totally honest with you. I know he's on a minutes restriction, but again, he put up 30 in 20 minutes the other night. And he's coming off the bench. They're not going to ask him to do too much other than just go get a bucket, which is all he really does any fucking way. So that's my favorite look in the game. Yegor Denham is somebody that people have been telling me about. I've kind of checked out some of his recent stuff. Listen, as far as shooting threes, he's been, it's been decent. His assist is now up to 6.5. And he's also a PRA guy, a big guard, can rebound the ball, and so like I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at his ability and his matchup in regards to this team. So I'm not mad at a Yegor Denham or Demon PRA look in this one either. But that would be I'm not really too much. Golden State coming off a loss on a back-to-back, definitely not trying to go in there and lose to a Brooklyn team. And wouldn't shock me if this guy decides, hey, enough was enough. I got to go crazy. These are Steph Curry's last four matchups with the Brooklyn Nets. 40, 28, 29, and 37. So the chart says it's a Steph Curry points look as well. That's all I got in regards to this one. Chalk, Prophet, Keith, anything, and then we'll go to Sean and Drama.
Kind of waiting to see if Steph's playing.
Okay.
So I love the Cam Thomas look because he put up like 20 shots in 20 minutes the other night. Especially love him off the bench. Especially love him as the primary ball handler against the Golden State defense. I kind of like no Clowney or Claxton on the rebounds. We know that the Warriors' bigs take their threes. They're not particularly good at them, but they take them. So probably Claxton, and I might actually flirt with that double-double on the value look. And I don't know how much it's got. If it's like 3-1, I'll probably take that. But wait for that Steph news.
For sure. Prophet or Keith, anything in this one?
I think Steph's gonna struggle and kind of lean under MPJ as well, but no, nothing official on either.
Yeah, I actually like Nick Claxton's assist in this one. So this is pretty much just based on the screenshots that I sent you before I decided to put confidence into myself the last week.
Mm-hmm.
I remember screenshotting a Claxton pattern that led to a triple. And I'm very upset that I didn't take it. And I'm seeing the same pattern again. Just so happens that last time he played Golden State, he was 1 rebound away from it. I'm not taking that. I'll just take 6 at I'm just looking at plus 325. I'm not seeing the best value, but I also feel as though this is the game where Steve Kerr just rules out everybody. You have an old roster that's played overtime. Podziemski and Moody's probably the only people in the starters that's going to suit up. There's no shot that I just don't see a world where they're flying out from Toronto, waiting. Okay, sure, the game was at 12 o'clock or whatever, but there's just no world where I see them flying international and they're playing a back-to-back. I don't see that happening. That being said, I'd rather just take the net side. And I like Claxton's assist in this one.
It's only kind of crazy because you think they go through customs every time they leave and come back. That is kind of trash. Sean or Drama, anything in this Golden State Brooklyn basketball game?
I 1000% agree with Keith. I don't think Steve is playing any of the starters. So I would look at like a Moody points right now, or a Pods, maybe RA, because I don't think he's playing the main starters, I should say. And I also think on the other side, if the starters don't play, this is a Michael Porter tryout game. So I think towards Michael Porter points or threes could be a look.
Yeah, I think Cam Thomas understands. He's trying to get the fuck out of Brooklyn, and he understands the assignment. Go crazy and handle your business, and you're gonna be all right. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it as well. Next game we're
Can you
gonna
hear me?
Sean, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm right there with Keith on Claxton assist. I like the Claxton assist. I mean, this is a good matchup. Centers, I think, I want to say they give up the eighth most to the centers. I might be wrong on that, but I do think that Claxton has a good game. I know most people were going to look at him for rebounds. I actually like his points and assists, but I like the assist line by itself in a potential ladder spot. And then you already mentioned it, but Cam Thomas, all you need that dude for is a bucket, and his PRA line, I want to say, is like less than 20, and he could potentially put up over 20 points alone. So in a game where I know he can get assists as well and some weak side rebounds, give me Cam Thomas PRA line. So I think it was 17.5 when I seen that.
Sean, I'm gonna just piggyback off what you said, just based on Claxton. I think I'm gonna play with Podemski and kind of just beat the line. That's a variation that I actually cashed already, and I didn't take it. But it was 20 plus 2250 for Alvarado and Claxton both to get 6. And Alvarado came off the bench in that game, so I think I can get some massive CLV here. If I just pair like the 5 and 5, I'm very comfortable taking that right now, actually.
For sure. For everybody listening or watching on YouTube, please make sure you hit the like button. It helps the show tap into the algorithm on the YouTube website or app. Drama and Charles, any thoughts on the oh no, what game was that? We were just on Golden State, Brooklyn. We went through Golden State, Brooklyn, Orlando, Toronto, Phoenix, Washington, and Milwaukee, Charlotte. Charles, in case you had anything for those.
Oh man! First of all, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah. As far as that Toronto game, Toronto and Orlando, I'm leaning Mamu, but Mamu's points, but that line is kind of sharp. So I don't know if I really want to play that. I'm just gonna wait on that. As far as the other games, not really. Maybe for Washington, I might look at Marvin Bagley. It just kind of depends, like if Alex Sarr is playing or not. So that's just kind of a lean for right now. But as far as this Warriors Nets game, I got a few looks, man. Dayron Sharp over 6.5 points minus 112. I think he can just walk into that against this Golden State front line. He don't really have to do much to get that. He's been clearing that in 4 of his last 5 games, I believe. So that's one right there. Moses Moody for a block on bet 365 at plus 120. He's at a block in 4 of his last 5 games. And like a few people have said already, Golden State could possibly be resting starters. So, I mean, that's going to be more minutes right there for Moody. And I believe he'll get that for sure against this next team. And the last look I was looking at is Quentin Post 2 threes. Again, it's going to be more opportunities, most likely, if Kerr does decide to rest some starters. It's at minus 132. I'll pay that little juice. Post can definitely get some looks, whether it's at the top of the key or in the corner, and should be able to knock those down. So that's what I got for now.
All right, not mad at any of that. All right. Next game is going to be Denver Nuggets taking on the Miami Heat. Nikola Jokic, have we ran out of things to say about this guy? He's unreal. You're not getting any value on anything from this guy, to be honest. We're being honest. His triple doubles at minus 210, y'all. We're entering this is Westbrook territory, right? Like what was Westbrook at? He was like minus 300 at one point, right? It was getting pretty bleak. We're at that territory.
I wasn't even allowed to bet at that time.
Has Jalen Johnson got to that point yet?
Nah, he hasn't come close. Jalen Johnson's been plus money every single time. He has not been.
Okay.
He has not entered that territory yet. You've gotten plus money on every single time it's a triple double for Jalen Johnson.
It's actually still like plus 240 most of the time. But I mean, he's hovering around 9 and 9, but it's not that where he's Jokic averaging 13 and 11. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, like Jalen Johnson is like his like double number has gotten as high as like minus 210. You know what I mean? So, like his double, yeah. Triple double, no. What this, like I said, this is approaching Westbrook territory, bro. I mean, he's got in 10 of his last 20 games, he's got triple double, and 14 of his last 29 games, he's got triple double. That's a 50% hit rate That's insane.
Yeah, it's not just the minus 200 on the triple double. It's that his points line's at 30.5 as well.
Yes, this again.
It's not like he's getting 12, 13, 14 points. Nah, he's giving you 30 and then a triple double. Like, what the fuck?
Only person that's come close to doing this or who has done this is Russ. I mean, that's it. But Joker does it with such efficiency that it makes it look so fucking easy, bro. Not mad at either of the stars for the Denver Nuggets. I mean, they've shown and proven themselves to this point. Like they're gonna put it on them. Jamal Murray's threes, I'm not mad at his threes. As you can see, he's alternated games where he's hit 2, then 9, and 3, then 6, and 3, then 7. Tonight's one of them nights for me. I think he'll perform well, even though going back, I do think his history against him has not been amazing. But again, how can I argue with this year and what he's been able to do? This Miami team is not some like defensive juggernaut. They're not going to scare me into doing anything as far as what they present defensively. No offense, Keith.
None taken. Also false. Also, does it show you the playoff game log? Because nah.
No, not the playoffs. No, I wasn't looking at the playoffs. Just simply regular seasons. Because I knew you were going to say other. I know what you were going to say. I'm talking about just regular season.
I'm thinking about going to this one tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I got a couple long shots that I like in this game.
For sure. Go ahead and share, bro. Anything that you and then we'll go to chalk, profit, and we'll work our way.
This is a 245 game total, which honestly might be the highest ever in Miami Heat history. That just tells me right away the ball is in Jokic and Murray's hands. It's no different than trying to take Cam Johnson like 3 weeks ago, and you're like, what the hell? I'm like, no, the ball's in Jokic and Murray's hands. So I'm not playing Jokic. I'm gonna play Murray, and I like everything from him. Same read as what I've been doing recently. I think this is an RA spot. There's been several games where Jokic and Murray have both gotten triples and doubles and triples and triples, and I think this could be one of those games. Now I don't know how deep their rotation is going to get, considering that they really only have 5-6 guys. You could find value with Bruce Brown. Personally, I think we get value with Bruce Brown next game when they fly from here to Toronto. But this is going to be a game with pace. I got to see where does Denver rank in pace right now? I'm sorry, I'm like asking and like capping at the same time. But the play I like the most is Jamal Murray's RA. I like his double. I think it's properly priced at around the plus 300, 400 range. And I love Pelle Larsson in this game. I think his points, whether Bam plays or not, I realize we know the Miami Heat going to play the wheel. Denver doesn't have a body to stop that. You're going to start Tim Hardaway Jr. And then who starts next to it's
Hey, just to answer your question, Denver's currently 20th in pace in the NBA per game. 20th.
Oh, they're gonna slow this game down, yo.
Yeah, but you already know that. I mean, because he's right now. Listen, I will go as far as to say this: Nikola Jokic might be the best half-court player in the history of the league.
Oh, absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie. What he does in a half court is insane. He might be like there's no like. Why would you need transition offense with him?
But that being said, that's why I like Larson even more. Like when he's on the floor, he plays at one speed and he catches and he goes. And I think even if the game does slow down, uh, Larson should still be able to get his and get to the free throw line. I'm hoping he can knock down a couple shots, but that's honestly what opened up the game for Anthony Black. He made 7 threes, yes, but after he did that, after he made a couple shots early, his ability to get to the rim became easier. I just don't see a guy like I'm just looking at projected lineups for the Denver Nuggets. I just don't see a player like who's it, Tim Hardaway or Spencer Jones, Peyton Watson. None of those guys weigh like 220. So I think Pelle Larson should be able to get to the line here. I like Wiggins on the glass. He's been very impactful on the offensive glass. And I think the Heat keep this close, but in terms of value, I like Pelle Larson. He's come back and he's looked really good.
Chalk, you like anything? And then we'll go to Profit, Sean, and Drama.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of co-signed the Jamal Murray PRA. I do like his rebounds as a ladder spot up to 6. I think that's pretty solid value on Jamal Murray. It's 255 for 6 rebounds alone, so I think that's pretty good opportunity. His double-double is plus 300. I'm not mad at that for, if you do like his assists or if, you kind of want to hedge your bet on the rebounds. I don't think he's going to get a double-double with the rebounds, but you never know. I kind of like Bam double-double. I think he does play. So Bam double-double and Jamal Murray PRA and ladder Murray rebounds up to 6. I think his line's at 4.5 right now. That's all I got.
All right, okay. Profit, Sean, Drama, anything in regards to Denver, Miami?
It's disgusting. Bam under. I didn't run it. He struggled with Jokic in the past. I think he played like 16 minutes in the first game this season, so it's kind of an outlier, but I do lean under Bam's points. Somebody's got to bet the unders, and if no one bets the unders, they're just going to make everybody's points 5 points higher than they should be. Lean under Bam's points. Don't know if I'm betting it.
Is Tyler Hero playing?
No,
I believe he is
He's out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but Wiggins is no status on Wiggins, right?
Yeah, I think he's good to go, but don't quote me on that. I haven't seen
Okay.
anything on Wiggins.
Okay, if Wiggins and Bam both play, then I'm taking Norman Powell's under points. If they do not play, I'm leaving that alone because he could score 30. So, but that's really it. Norman Powell under, and then I was looking at Joker's threes, and it's not really a matchup based thing for me because I can see like the centers here recently have struggled against Miami from the 3-point line. Jay Huff had crazy volume this year. He struggled. I think he may have made one. For me on the Joker threes, I've been playing it a lot this year. That's just volume. This guy has been shooting 3-pointers like crazy. I mean, he's got 4 and 5 in the last 2 games. In away games, he's had 2 or more in 3 of the last 5, and 7 of the last 10. He just had 5 threes and 4 threes in 2 matchups. So, Joker threes might take the 3 for plus money.
All right. I got something for here. I'm gonna take Spencer Jones 2 threes at plus 180 on bet 365. Since he's been getting more minutes lately, he's been getting the volume up a bit. I remember in that Minnesota game specifically on Christmas, I saw him get up a few threes. And I know last game he made 3, and then the game before that he made 2. So I'm just gonna go off of the volume he's been getting lately and just bank on that.
All right. Drama, you good on this game? You got anything?
I don't have shit for this game. I'm cool.
All right, for sure. All right, now we got to answer the question. All right, new to this all, trying to learn. This is a new. This is not a new space. We're not noobs, but when you guys say lines or juice, briefly explain. Okay, I gave you the perfect example. We're on this props madness page. Okay, see this price you see right here? This is the price you have to bet to win $100. See this under, this over, minus 130. Okay, so in order to win $100, you got to bet 130. Okay, that's paying 30 cents of juice on the dollar. Okay, now if I go to which is actually, to some people 130 is a bad thing. To some people 130 is a lot of juice. I don't consider it a lot of juice, but you let Twitter tell it, because Twitter is a world full of perfect gamblers. 130 is too much juice. People who say that, I don't listen to. I think they're fucking dickheads who are numbers nerds that are trying to convince me that there's a perfect way to gamble, which is not an appropriate way to try to get people to gamble.
They're losing bettors too, by the way. People that just try to go for plus money plays thinking they're going to be successful or are losing bettors. I don't care what they tell you.
Right. So understand, like, you're paying juice. The number that you're paying is the juice. I want to break it down with the vig and stuff. I really would like for I really want to do like a show with Profit and a couple other people where we just explain this stuff to people. I think a lot of people just don't understand. They're getting brainwashed by these parlay people, you know, and I think that that's part of the reason why some of this stuff goes awry to the general public. It's not really, getting the knowledge, because they think, hey, I'm going to bet $5 and win 10,000, which is not realistic.
Realistically, I think everybody on this panel, everybody on this panel and everybody that's ever bet that you would talk to can show you a bet where they decided to take the up line by one because there's more plus money involved, and they got hooked because they decided not to pay an extra 50 cents and get paid out on the bet. Profit is profit. That's the problem people don't understand. And that's the biggest mistake in gambling. You're gambling for a reason. You're taking a risk on anything you play.
Yeah, I was just going to piggyback off of that. This season, I've been a lot more open to laying more juice. Like, I've released straight bets at minus 150 this season. And they print, bro. If something's minus 150, let's say, you can get Zion for 15 plus points at minus 150, and that line should be 20.5. Bro, there's so much value there. Like, why would you leave that value set? That's crazy to me. And I used to be one of those people, I'm not going to lie.
People on Twitter told me that's a bad bet, bro.
I know. Well, they don't know what they're talking about. And I used to be like, man, I could invest my money and get a better return on investment. That's not that. The way you should look at it is, if you got a 10% edge on a minus 150, that's a 10% return on your investment. That's the way you should look at it. So, yeah, no, I've definitely been more open to laying the juice this season, and it's been massively profitable for me.
Absolutely. And then don't even think about betting baseball if you're not into juice. Don't even think about betting baseball games. If you're not willing to drink juice, then we get it. You bet home runs and plus money bullshit every day. You're going to go 2 weeks without hitting a parlay. I don't make the rules. I just know what I see and how it goes. Chase said we're just not going to talk about THJ. Bro, I haven't bet on THJ, but let's talk about it. THJ, last 4 games, 2019, 23, 21. So he's running hot. Obviously, that would explain it. He's running hot. 6, 7, 4 threes in a game. He hit 3 threes. His threes line is at 3.5 plus money. I wouldn't be mad at betting the 2.5. Were these games? How many of these games were at the crib? 2 of these. This one was on the road. This one was at the crib. This one was on the road. This is at the crib. At the crib. At the crib. At Sacramento. Not real. I'm not a bunch of crazy home road splits or anything like that. Not mad at it because he's running hot. You know how I work when it comes to somebody that's running hot. If you've already cashed with him, I'm there. I'm with you. I'm not going to bet it because he hasn't been winning me money and I haven't been on the boat already. So if you're on the boat, I'm with it. And if you think the matchup is good, which obviously you do, then I'm with it too. But I won't be betting it personally because I have not benefited from winning off of any of his bets thus far this season. Y'all like anything else for this game before we get on to the next one, or can we get on to the next one?
Hey, whoever just mentioned it, who was it that mentioned Tim Hardaway?
That was Che.
Okay, so listen, I know a lot of people don't like to bet it, but where it's been profitable at for me is his first quarter points. That's what's been profitable. Go back, look at the number on his first quarter line. It's like 3.5, I want to say. And just look at the numbers. 5 of the last 5, 8 of the last 10, 12 of the last 20. He's getting buckets in the final minutes of the first quarter. So
For sure. Hold on. What did you say? I didn't catch the last thing you said. My bad. I got a text. My fault.
first quarter, 3.5 points. That's what's been profitable for me for Tim Hardaway.
Oh yeah.
He's hit the line. He's hit the line in 5 of the last 5 games, 80% in 8 of the 10 or 8 of the last 10.
I got it on screen. 4.5 points right now, minus 123 on on DraftKings.
Okay, so it's moved. It bumped. It was 3.5. What's
Yes.
he hit the 4.5 at?
Same number that you just said.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Well, except for one game in the last 10, because the number was 4. So like he's hit the 4, and he's obviously hit the 5 plus in 7 of the 10. So it's good.
Yeah, and I've been going with Jonas too. I've been playing his points line every game pretty much. But here recently, the Nuggets, Jokic is playing pretty much damn near 50 minutes. So I kind of hold back on that now because he can be right at that number. There's no value in it.
For sure. Next game we're gonna get into is the New York Knicks taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Karl-Anthony Towns' career high came against the Pelicans. I don't know if you guys knew that, but he had good history against them. I will say defensively they struggle against his position, but they have done a very good job of limiting what he's done the last few times he's played. The last time he played, it was foul trouble was really the issue. And that was so fouls are a thing for him against them. Historically, he's been bad with fouling. In this game, I did take Zion over 19.5. Why? Because I think 20 points should be like a sleep, like he should get 20 points in his sleep. And he's gotten the number multiple times against them. His number's up to 20.5. I still like it. Head to head, he's been pretty good. Obviously, they're going to say the defense versus his position is 12th in the league, but head to head, I think 20 points. I got the 19.5. I'm not mad at the 20.5, but the 19.5 I do love, and which is why I hammered it when I got it at minus 128. Obviously, I knew that wasn't going to last through the night, so obviously it's been bumped to 20.5. But I think he could get 25 against his front line. He does struggle against like bigger conventional bigs, like 7-foot guys that are solid, but who have like long wingspans and such. He does struggle against guys like that. But I still think that his points are good. Not mad at Trey Murphy. Look, they bumped Trey Murphy's points from 17.5. I told you guys to bet on him 2 days ago when his number was 17.5. His number is now 19.5, and he's cleared that number. He cleared the 17.5 back to back. I'm not going to touch the 19.5, even though I do think the matchup is decent. I also see a lot of people liking this guy's rebounds and assists, which again makes perfect sense. As you guys can see, he's been phenomenal in regards to the last 10 games. He has cleared 11.5 rebounds and assists in 9 of the last 10, regardless of opponent. Which lets you know everything you need to know. Alvarado's suspended. Herb Jones is out as well. The Derek Queen rebounds and assists. If we're going off of just running hot or consistency, you all look at that graph and tell me what y'all think. it kind of looks like Najee Marshall's points and assists for that 10-game span. We were betting him every day. So not mad at this look at all. The 11.5. When you see it this consistent and regardless of opponent, it makes it kind of difficult to not fuck with it, to be totally honest with you. Chalk, Keith, Prophet, any thoughts on the New Orleans Pelicans Knicks matchup?
Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey's points, 14.5 right now. I like the over there. Kind of like his over points and assists too at 16.5. Honestly, I think he could drop 20 tonight. That's the only thing I like for this game. I am excited about that Bulls Timberwolves game though.
Yeah, Chalk, can I just double down? This is what I'm going to say. I agree with you on Sadiq Bey. And every time I bet on this man, he will shoot 3 for 17 and just sell the bag. So I'm going to let you stay on this solo and win. I feel it. I see it. But every time he puts up tour dates, every time I bet on him, he's all yours tonight, bro. Like, I see it. I agree with it. And every time I bet on him, he sells me. So this one's all you tonight. I'm staying off. Watch you soar.
Appreciate you.
I kind of wish my phone didn't die here. I would go back to a number one resource tool that I've been using. I got a couple questions. How has Cat performed against the Hornets? Not this year, but like when he was the number one. Has he ever been a number one option against the Hornets? Because I'm pretty sure it's the same head coach that faced Cat back when Cat had like that crazy heat check.
Yeah, he had like 60 against these guys.
Against the James Barago led team.
No, yeah, okay, no. I think he did. Didn't he have his career high against New Orleans or the Pelicans?
I don't remember.
Man.
I just remember him going on a crazy heat check. He had like 38, 40 something and a half.
I want to say this is the team he scored 60 against. I could be wrong. Let me look it up.
I thought it was the Hornets because I remember they came back and lost that game. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that was the same head coach. That was definitely not against the Charles Lee team. That was definitely
No, you're right. He scored 62 against Charlotte when they were coached by James Bradfield. You're absolutely
so that was my first question. And then but now I'm fearful because if you take out Josh Hart and you have just Cat defending the rim, I don't like the matchup. So like it could go two ways. Either he has the craziest game ever, which I have a theory that it's actually easy to shoot 3-point shots in New Orleans. Again, I haven't been able to truly prove that. I think it's the closest arena close to the bubble in terms of depth perception. Or he just gets in foul trouble. So I don't have a read on this game because of that. Like I like Cat for the value. I don't know.
Cat last 10 games against New Orleans. He had 17-12, 29-6, 23-3, 30-8, 26-8, 28-10, 32-14, 25-8, 28-14. Not mad if you're betting on him at all. Not mad at it at all. Sean, drama, anything y'all like in this New York Knicks, New Orleans Pelicans matchup?
Bro, Zion, you're already on it. I mean, listen, we talked about this last game. I said it. Zion off the bench is just a different creature. I mean, he barely got to 20 this last game. I think his line was 17.5 or it might have been 18.5. I think this line is just going to stay here, and eventually they're going to move it up next couple of games after he hits the 20 points. I think tonight, though, I think in the last game, they kind of like he got some early points, but not, it wasn't, it was more like a Trey Murphy show. So at first, then they went back to him at the end of the game. And that's where I think he's going to provide the most value is he's going to play extensive minutes off the bench. So give me Zion's points. That's what I like the most in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And they give if you look at the power forward position, points, they give up the ninth most points, but some point or some power forwards against them. I know Jalen Johnson kind of was a different type of player, but he's been killing his line. Jalen Johnson, I think, had 20 points. I mean, but some guys that went off were like Julius Randle had 25, Pascal had 26, Paolo had 25. So Zion for 20 points, I think the number is just too low. And I think this might be a potential ladder spot. I think you can probably get him at the 25 mark.
So I'm gonna run a Cat and Miles Turner for 2 each, plus. I think that's a very solid bet. Again, I'm trying to break the habit of not taking shit and not being confident about it. But I think I like those two guys to knock down 2 threes. I think that's a very solid play right there. See what odds I get.
Not mad at that at all. Drama, Charles Penn for the win. Any thoughts?
Man, y'all already know. Rock with my Duke boy, Zion points.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Charles, you got anything for this one?
The dude North Carolina stuff is just hilarious. If Josh Hart is definitely out for this one, I want to run Mikal Bridges assist, because I think in like 3 games without Josh Hart, had 6 assists, 5 assists, 8 assists. So right now I'm looking at Mikal for 5 assists for plus 100 on bet 365. That's what I'm looking at. So banking on Josh Hart not playing in this one. And do y'all know anything about Mitchell Robinson? Is he hurt? Because I don't see him on any books.
I don't know. I think
He's out.
Yeah, he's out. But also,
All right.
Anybody taking a ticket on McCullough tonight? Y'all seen him the other night?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I'm like, he literally just got called up in the G League. I said, okay, this blindsided me, because I was wondering why Clarkson had a down night.
Yeah, and also a lot of people love this guy right now. I ain't gonna lie, I seen some of the funniest memes about Tyler.
Bro, that's what I was getting ready to say. Tyler Cole.
That's you, Sean?
No. I'm saying that's not me. Quit it. That's not me.
Bro.
Yeah, I haven't heard quit it in a while. He felt that
All
one.
right, I'm done.
Hold on, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I heard Knicks fans, after they won the NBA Cup, they was talking about Tyler Stockton. They was calling this boy Tyler Stockton, man. I was like, oh my goodness.
I ain't gonna listen. The thing is, though, is that like I can't hate, because in college he was nice as shit, and he did win us.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was nice as fuck at Marquette. Like we just were honest. Like he wasn't a great shooter in college. He couldn't really space the floor. He's not like a crazy athlete, right? Like he's got high level basketball IQ, and I hate to compare him, but you know who he gives you vibes of, Sean. Just be honest. He gives you vibes.
TJ McConnell.
There it is. I didn't have to say it. You see how you knew? He kind of gives you that feel where it's like, not really athletic, can get all over the floor, not a great shooter, but can adapt to the game.
Oh, he's an energy guy. That's what he's there for.
Because his IQ is off the charts. You know what I mean? It's like I said, that's who I reference Callin to. And I don't think anybody's like mad or saying that they missed on the analysis of Tyler Callin, right? I think people want it to seem that way, but it's just there are certain things that are just the way they are because the way we analyze talent. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Tyler Collick's like a diamond in the rough that was never going to be good, but I don't think anybody should be surprised by his success.
Well, that's actually a perfect comparison, though. That's a perfect comparison. Tyler Kolek and TJ McConnell are kind of like the same. They could have the same like career statistics, to be real. They're going to be known to be an energy boost guy. He's going to come in, be in your face, play defense, and produce when they need to produce, but nothing crazy. You know what? I thought a lot of people thought that Tyler Kolek might turn into, though. It was a Grayson Allen, and I think he's far from that.
Oh yeah, Grayson coming out of college, he was an athlete. Grayson Allen was like a dunk contest guy entering college. Grayson always had bounce. You know what I'm saying? Kolek ain't never had that. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, people forget that part about Grayson Allen. Like, yeah, that dude was in the dunk contest, McDonald's All-American.
Yeah, he had more bounce for the ounce for sure. He was one of them coming out of high school. And also, like, he's one of those players that ended up staying he stayed like his whole career at Duke, and everybody thought that he could have been like a one and done player because he was so athletic. But yeah, that is where we're at with that. Cleveland versus San Antonio. Listen, okay, this bet is obligatory. And why it's obligatory, it's because of this, okay? I done showed y'all this, right? I showed y'all this last time, right? Now listen, the numbers say that defense-wise, Cleveland's elite at defending his shot profile, but y'all see the screen, right? That's Devin Vassell versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. It does not matter who the fuck is on the other side. He just doesn't like them. I don't know if you guys bet this with me last time. He had 3 threes in like the first 5 minutes of the game. He cashed the 4 threes at halftime. So he had 7 last time. He had 6 the time before. It's obligatory that I run back to 3. If you're giving me the 3 at plus 126, I got it at plus 124. I didn't think that you would get a better price, but here we are. Devin Vassell's 3-pointers against Cleveland, a wagon. Another play that I love in this game is Stephon Castle over 7.5 assists. If I'm going to take somebody who's a shooter, somebody's got to pass on the ball, right? I'm just saying it's common sense. So give me Stephon Castle over 6.5 assists and give me Vassell's over 2.5 threes off of just system play and obligatory 6 straight cashes. I have to bet it. Also, I've been looking at Dylan Harper, and it seems like Dylan Harper is finding his footing in the league. Now, I'm not just looking at his points and stuff like that, but I'm just looking at just growth in general. He's one of those guys that's going to do a little bit of everything every night that you need. And you can see this just simply by his charts, his points, his assists. You have fluctuating based on what the team needs that day, right? And obviously the 3-point shot's coming along. He hasn't made 1 in 4 straight games, but he made a couple last week, and people kind of thought he was turning the corner. He hit the 5 against the Knicks, and you were like, "Oh man, this dude's turning!" And it just last 5 games can't hit a 3, but he's been much better. I'm also not showing you this to tell you to bet on him. I'm showing you this based on the fact that he's turning the corner. I know he might not be winning people the bets that they bet on him, but a person's performance should not be determined by whether or not they hit your bet for you. And that's part of the reason why I'm saying that. The graphs don't tell the whole story with this kid. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for me. San Antonio plays high-level defense. They play they play high pace. Not mad at an over possibility, but then again, I don't know how much I want to trust this Cleveland team on the road against a team that I know is going to, 1, give them defensive intensity, and 2, a team that has matched up very well with them over the last 2 seasons. Profit chalk. Keith, any thoughts on this one? And then we'll go.
Stay right where you're at and click on that challenging tab, please.
Where am I looking at?
Yeah, challenging right there, right below you.
Yeah, my fault. Yep.
And then will you go hit defense versus pick and roll ball handler play type? Yep. Challenging one more time. Okay, this is what we call a player who it does not matter how they scheme for him. He's going to get his buckets. Last year looks bad. We don't have a minutes filter on there. A lot of those are going to be sub 32 minutes. We don't need to do all that this year. 37, 42, 28, 29. Volume is great in each of those 4 games. Taking Donovan Mitchell over 27.5. Line's just way too low with the volume he's produced this season. I've got him taking about 21 shots tonight. So yeah, love this spot for Donovan Mitchell. That'll be my only look. I will say 2 things. You took Castle's assists or talked about Castle's assists. I like the PA, but I'm right there with you. And then Darius Garland's assists look good as well. I haven't got there yet, but so those are my 2 leans. I've officially ran Donovan Mitchell's points. Garland's assists is really close for me as well. And then Castle's PAs. And that's all I got for this one.
All right, real quick in the chat. Hold on, tight. Listen, you keep mentioning Tyson or Jalen Tyson, bro. It's not that I don't agree with you. It's that a lot of those numbers came with Mobley out of the lineup. Mobley's playing again.
Some of them Garland as well. So like, yeah,
And Sam Merrill.
So like, it's not that I don't like the look. It's that you have to kind of recalibrate things based on usage and who's back in the lineup. And that's not me knocking your play. I think that Jalen Tyson has a good matchup, but remember, the last time they played, they were missing multiple starters, and his usage was through the roof. It's not the same going on. And also, I want to think that game was in Cleveland. This game's in San Antonio. Just for reference.
Yeah, no, I think you hit something good right there too. When people are trying to handicap their own games, what you just said is very important. Usage and minutes. Go try to spot those two things. Look around when both of y'all, when everyone played, what were his minutes, what were his usage, and then does that match what you're expecting today? So yeah, I think you hit it right on the head.
And before you go, Chuck, I'm gonna pull it up on or before you go, Drama. I think it was Drama that was going to talk. I'll pull it up on screen so you can just see. And you know, again, I'm not mad at Jalen Tyson. We're a fan. We're a fan of his because he's made us money, and we were betting on him all year. Prop put us in the game with him. Now, defense versus spot up. Middle of the pack defense, and then so the head-to-head. This was his last game, right? Who didn't play in that one? Jared Allen didn't play. Sam Merrill didn't play, and the point guard didn't play. So you end up with 24 points in that game, and 3 guys didn't play that are going to play tonight. Not mad at it. 16.5. I guess I'm not mad at the depressed number. Do we know what the number was when he actually hit this?
Let me just get this out real quick. RJ Barrett is just announced out in case anyone's steam chasing the Raptors game.
Okay. And so listen, in this game, his number was 21.5. Now that number was baked in for the people that were missing games, right? Because you see his closing line was 21.5. And he obviously annihilated that with the PRA. So I'm actually not mad at the 16. I'm actually not mad at the number at all. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying just keep in mind that there are other, there are players that are playing in this one that didn't play the last time that they played. Evan Mobley's 2.5 assists. Matty B, or is it Mott? You asked for Evan Mobley assist. Evan Mobley's over 2.5 assists. He has cleared the number. Didn't clear it last game. Head to head, does he have any? He had 5 the last time he saw them this season, and he's cleared the number, the 2.5 in the last 3 matchups. 5+ in 2 of them. So not bad as far as a matchup standpoint.
I would expect sub 30 minutes here. 25 minutes in the first game back, 20 minutes in his last game. Last game was a blowout. So if you think this game's competitive, probably a small bump. But I think he's probably going to hover around 28, 29 minutes here as a ceiling.
Total and Barrett out. What does that mean, guys?
Scotty Barnes another 30 rebounds.
Or that double for Banchero sounds free.
Oh yeah, Banchero too.
Brandon Ingram 30 shots.
Yeah, I was going to say whoever was speaking on Ingram earlier, they should close well.
And I don't know if y'all just seen. Mo Bamba is expected to play tonight, so he honestly could be a fucking look for Toronto.
Wait, he went to Toronto? That's where he went to?
Yeah.
Signed him yesterday.
Yeah,
that's his old team.
Season debut today.
That's hilarious.
Chalk, what was you saying? I know you were saying something. Got cut off.
For this game, I like Castle. I'm even going to flirt with this triple-double. I don't know if Fox is playing or not. The only thing that came out is he's questionable. He rebounds really well against the Cavs. He assists well. Regardless if Fox is in or out. His 10 assists, I think, is plus 340. His double-double is plus 310. His triple-double is 30-1. So I'm rocking with that. I'm not going to touch his points so much. I don't think he has that. If he's going to drop 25, I don't know if he's touching his assists and rebounds like that. That's a lot of energy exerted. But I like the double-double, and I like the triple-double and the 10+ assists, and obviously the regular assist line too.
Yeah, Chuck, I mentioned earlier the PAs for him. I like the double-double look as well. I looked at it this morning. I didn't really look at his triple-double, but I like the 10-plus assists as well for Castle.
Are we on the Spurs game?
Yeah, we're on the Spurs game. Yep.
You might have already touched on this guy, but I know everybody likes Castle, and there's no reason to not like Castle. But I need you to go look at Dylan Harper's assist real quick.
I did not touch on his assist. All I did was give him his flowers as a young kid developing. But those are his
Okay,
assists.
switch to his assist at home this season.
Wagon.
Look at this. Look at this number.
Against 4.5. Wow. Okay. So we just gonna play a 6 then.
Yep, I like the 6. I like the 8. This might be. He just had 12 this last game. He had 10 the game before that. Gonna get minutes. We don't know what Fox is doing. If Castle starts, if Castle plays, he'll probably get his line. But I could see Castle scoring more, and I could see Harper become a facilitator. So
Yeah. I've been doing that where you pair the passer with the shooter.
yep,
So
the points and the assist or the rebounds and the assist. If you can do it, two
So
different ways.
I took Castle's assist and Vassell's threes.
I like Vassell a lot.
You know what I mean?
I missed the first part of it. Did you say Vassell? Because this is the guy that I remember we hit his threes last time.
He owns Cleveland. He literally owns them.
Yep, I like it.
So, you know what I mean? So that's what, because it's either you got to make a choice. Thankfully, I think Fox isn't going tonight, right? He's definitely not playing, right?
I don't think he plays, but I didn't see him out yet.
I know he's questionable, but I think he sits again tonight. No reason to rush him. They do a good job of like managing those players and not really trying to put them in any situation where they could.
And they have so much depth too. They have so many guys that can step into that role.
The Spurs are actually an elite team. They gotta find once they find everything. Oh man, these guys are gonna be sick. I know we talk about the Thunder a lot, but the Spurs, this is a solid team from top to bottom.
Okay.
Hey, real quick before I forget too, the last game you moved on. I think it might have been Chuck. It was either Chuck or someone else that was on Bridges' assist.
Yeah, that was me.
I don't mind that. I've played Bridges' assist a lot this year, but go look at when you get a chance, Chuck. Look at OG's assist.
Okay.
Just look at them and compare the two before you make a decision. I looked at OG's assists because of the matchup and the recent game log. I think away.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out. As far as this game, I don't have nothing, bro. I mean, look, I just did the whole shout out to Keith, man. I just did his method on this game, bro. Mitchell points, Vassell threes, man. And I ran it up to 35 and 5. So I put 5 units on that in total. So that's what I'm at with it. Let's go. Let's cash on this one.
Get to it. I like it. Prop plug, you're late joining us. You like anything in the San Antonio Cleveland game? And we did go through the majority of the slate. Only a couple more games left. You got anything that you like? Good morning, by the way.
What up? What up? I didn't expect to be able to make it. What game are we on right now?
San Antonio versus Cleveland.
Anybody talk about Jalen Tyson?
It's funny. Yes, somebody in the chat mentioned Jalen Tyson, and I like the lines. Right, last time he seen him, he went crazy. But last time he seen him, like 3 starters didn't play, 4 starters didn't play, or 4 guys in that rotation didn't play.
You missed the whole spiel on Jalen Tyson.
He missed, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see what he did versus them last game. I'm just looking at what he did the last game out versus last game out in general, and like they need somebody to kind of like rebound, especially off the bench. I'm looking at like they're like especially like that recent game. I mean, he had 13 rebounds. Other than that, nobody was really rebounding. And somebody's gonna be at Wemby. It's not gonna be him. So somebody got to be on the weak side. So yeah, I mean, I saw his rebound line like 4 or 5 last night. But other than that, no, I ain't got nothing for this game.
Jalen, it's still at 4-5, I believe.
Yeah, it seems low to me, but
it's 4.5. Write it. Write it your starter number as well. So Not mad at it, bro. Like I said, and also like I think the book's adjusted, but I think his usage is still high enough to where like you could probably, you could take all of his props. To be honest,
I'm assuming Evan Mobley, minutes is gonna ramp up here soon, so that might be why the line's low and like why there's a little uncertainty. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's gonna get the burn to do it.
you feel like he's carved out a place in the rotation, and then also when you got a guy like Lonzo on your bench where he's going to be on a minutes restriction 9 times out of 10 any fucking way. I mean, it does make it easy to if you're athletic and can grab some boards to continue to get minutes.
Is Wemby coming off the bench?
Wemby started last game.
Okay.
It
I
was
was
just
gonna say he fucked with Keldon's. That shit fucked with Keldon's numbers. I've been running Keldon's points all year.
Hey, by the way, Sean, I do see what you're talking about with OG. Yeah, like there could be some value with that for sure.
Yeah, the value's there. I think the line was 1.5 or 2.5. He
Yeah,
had 5 and 6. I like OG assist tonight.
Did y'all talk about Mikal Bridges in that game? I seen he had a lot of potential assists. He kind of
I brought him up. Yeah,
Did you like his assists or what do you like for him?
I like this assist, but then Sean told me about OG, and OG might be the better spot for the value.
He had 5 assists too last game. I think either one of them. I gotta look at who had. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at the plays.
Chuck, I might take them both to be honest.
Listen, we got 4 more games left on the list. Okay, one game I will not be talking about is the Atlanta Hawks versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. I want 0 action in on that game. Atlanta has been god awful since Trae Young has come back. The only player that I can trust on that team is Jalen Johnson, and I'm not betting OKC on a back-to-back after beating Philly by 25. I'm not. I think if anything, this OKC smash spot where they just beat the shit out of them, and I do not think it's a good game for props. If you guys are rolling the dice on somebody, feel free to share. Me, I'm sitting the fuck out on that one.
Trae Young, I'm just going to make this quick because I know you don't want to talk about it, but Trae Young, since coming back, not only has Atlanta looked like dog shit, but do you know whose numbers he really impacted? Is Dyson Daniels, because Dyson Daniels was having a great season until Trae Young came back. Now he looked like shit. He can't even get boards anymore.
Great's debatable, but I hear what you're saying. He's definitely been hampered by the return of one.
He's not Trae Young, but I'm saying
I hear
him.
Look, I said for the longest, bro, like the Trae Young, John Morant trade needs to happen. It needs to happen.
Bro,
and I'm staying on that.
That's like trading the Spider-Man meme, bro.
It really ain't. It really ain't, but we can agree to disagree.
I think Trae should go to Houston. That's where I think Trae should go.
I love Trae Young and I love John Morant, but neither of them can shoot. Let's just be honest.
I do not love John Morant anymore. I was a fan until I bet on him last night. And
hey, don't do it. They'll kick you off the stage.
That boy looks so he looked nonchalant as one. Like you can't bet on someone who just looked lackadaisical out there, bro. He looked nonchalant. He didn't come in to close the game till like 2.5 minutes left, and he just looked like he don't give a fuck. And I'm a fan, bro. And I had his double. He had 6 assists at halftime, and he looked like he don't care. He hooped like LaMelo do, but like less energy, bro. It's ridiculous.
I'm telling y'all, they just both need to change the scenery, bro. And I think they the two shots.
I'm not discussing that. Y'all got any plays for this Atlanta game? This Atlanta OKC game?
I don't.
Sean's right. I had to have that problem when people start talking about John Morant. I get offended for him for some reason. It's a problem. I have that.
I mean, maybe it's because I'm an athlete, bro. But I hate the walking on the court. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he tried to look like he don't give a fuck. I hate the walking on the court. That's the biggest thing as an athlete. You don't walk on the court.
I hear you.
That's just me though.
I hear you, brother. But yeah, if y'all got anything in this Atlanta game, feel free to share. Even the Jalen Johnson, I'm just taking a night off of betting Atlanta. I'm just taking the night off personally. Y'all,
is Jalen Johnson playing? I thought he was out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking the night off betting on them because he's not playing.
Yeah. Chill on that.
You know what I'm saying? And I want no parts. If you believe in the high volume from Trae Young, go for it. But this game, I have not found much value in betting too much on the game because it's a 16 and a half point spread for a team that's on a 6-game losing streak. Good luck, for real. All right, that's all I got with that one. Indiana taking on the Rockets. Alperen Sengun questionable for this one. Jay Huff questionable for this one as well. For people who care about Jay Huff, who has won us some money this season. In this one, this is something that I've looked at a couple times. Also, not mad at this play at all. The 7.5 rebounds for Amen Thompson. I mean, he can't shoot, but he can definitely get you boards. And he can, he gave you 25 and all layups, which kind of made the Lakers look horrible the other night because Lord Jesus, he was getting anything he wanted against them, wasn't he? In this one, I would not be mad at an Amen Thompson RA spot. I think the 12.5 is pretty sweet. If Sengun's not able to go, I'm probably going to double down on that one with the 12.5 if he isn't able to play. Jabari Smith's been really, really good as of recently, hitting threes. I like his threes. His number of 2.5 are at plus 162. Head to head, he's hit 3 before. This Pacers team, box of chocolates night to night. They're lacking a level of consistency and something that we just haven't been able to get all year, partially because of injuries and just inability to get like the right combination of players on the floor together. But not too much for me. The only spot I would like is possibly a Jabari Smith threes or Amen Thompson's rebounds and assists. Nothing for me on the Indiana side, as I have enough people who I speak to who will point me in the right direction on betting on the Pacers. Shock Exchange, you like anything in this one? Then we'll go to Sean and the rest of the panel because he's a Pacers fan.
No, I don't have anything in this game. Just to go back to that Hawks Thunder game.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I want to look at is Case and Wallace steals. We know that Trey turns the ball over. We know it's gonna be a blowout. He might get increase in minutes. His 4 steals is plus 470, and his 5 steals is plus 1,000. So 10-1, but his baseline, I think it's at 1.5. So it's minus 166. Again, if you believe in that juice stuff, I'm going to treat it like it's the Jamar Chase touchdown from yesterday. I'm going to bet it at 166. I don't care. And then I'm just going to ladder it from there. But nothing in this Pacers. That's what we're talking about, Pacers right now. Pacers, Rockets, nothing here.
Yeah, I got to play in this one. I'm going Amen Thompson dub, and Amen Thompson to get a trip. Bottom, I'm pretty sure the Pacers are bottom 5 and everything. Pascal seems to have caught a heater, but just due to the spread and based on what I heard and saw last time the Rockets played, their goal is to get KD to the bench as soon as possible so he can just stay rested. The Rockets had an easy start to the schedule this year, but it gets tougher and tougher as it goes along. Obviously, that could be said for every other team, but they actually play more back-to-backs than anyone else. So I think their goal is to just let KD hit his numbers, let him go to the bench, and then let the young guys play in the fourth quarter. So I think there's a ton of value on guys like Amen Thompson, Reed Shepherd, and maybe Jabari going forward. So I like him in the spot, and I didn't make that mistake like I did yesterday. I'm playing this one straight. Hoping for some dice to roll here.
All right, not mad at that. Sean, drama.
Yeah, listen. Only person I like on the Pacers. I mean, obviously Pascal, but I like Naismith. He's came back. Threes. I like his points. I think his points line is at 9.5. He's hit that in every matchup against these guys. That's probably going to be my main look. Will be his points. I think he is going to score. Opposite side, because I like to give you both angles. Obviously, you already mentioned it. This is going to be a Amen Thompson rebound ladder for me. We give up the most rebounds to the point guard position. You're talking guys like Peyton Pritchard getting 9 boards. If there is no Sengun playing, I would suggest jumping on this line ASAP and even the ladder spot, because you're going to lose value throughout the day as people catch the number. No Sengun's gonna. I mean, that's 12 to 15 boards, probably even 20 plus against the Pacers. So without Jay Huff too. I mean, that's if we don't have Jay Huff, he's been. We don't really have another big guy outside of that. I think Isaiah Jackson, but I think that's probably the best look. I'm in Thompson's rebounds. Look at the ladder spot now before the lines move because if Sengun gets announced out, that number is going to go up.
Yo, I'll jump in. I'm 1,000 with y'all on Amen. I actually ran on Hard Rock. I ran the Amen 8 and 8 with Castle 8 and 8. Came out to 9,900.
Hey, Drama, you sound kind of far.
My bad. Can you hear me? I'm in my whip. Can you hear me though?
You sound real low.
You do sound kind of far away, but we can hear you.
All right, I'm gonna drop down and come back.
All right, for sure.
All right.
You got anything you want to share?
Oh, well, shoot, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing in this game.
All right. Prop plug, you like anything? Keith, you like anything?
Oh yeah, I already shared Eamon Thompson. And I wouldn't be surprised if Reed Shepard had a good game as well offensively. I'm just gonna look at Eamon Thompson here.
KJ asked, do we like Jokic 10 assists? I mean, yeah. I like Jokic 12 assists, 15. Motherfucker is unstoppable. You cannot tell me otherwise betting anything. When your triple double is minus 210, I like 10 of any statistic to go with his points, to be totally honest. All right. Next game, Minnesota, Chicago. I know y'all like this one. Listen, I'm rocking with Kobe White. I like Kobe White's threes. Head to head, that's all you got to see right there. Head to head, he's been phenomenal against them. Shooting his threes. As far as points goes, he's gotten 20 plus in 3 of the last 4 in regards to that. His 18.5 points are juiced at minus 130. I like that. He's gotten the 3.5 assists in 3 of the last 4. I'm gonna just keep it honest. He likes playing against Minnesota. It's obvious. Pretty obvious. So I'm rocking with Kobe White today. Like I said, like his threes. Shout out to them Carolina boys. He's gonna handle business. And then this guy here. Again, 3.5 threes. He's hit 6, 5, and 6 in 3 of the last 4, or 6, 5, and 5 in 3 of the last 4 against them. Obviously, y'all know I'm a fan of the guy. So that's who I'm going to be rolling with. And a lean for me, I think it's points and assists. Points and rebounds. I want to say his points and rebounds against them have always been a good look. His PRA against Chicago. So the Randall's been good against them as well. But my only pick that I love in this one, like I said, was Kobe White. And the other 2 are just leans in regards to Ant's threes, who's performed very well against this team, and Julius Randle's PRA. Not mad at those is leans, but the official is that one play. Chalk Exchange, you like anything in this Minnesota-Chicago matchup? And then we'll go to Sean and Drama. I know Drama wanted to share. Only 2 games left, so we're going to make quick work of the next 2.
For sure. I've bet on this guy before. He's come through. It's not sexy. It's actually quite frustrating to bet on him at most times. It's Vucevic. I'm going with his 4+ assists. His line's at 2.5. I wouldn't even be mad at 6, honestly, just because of the matchup. And with Gobert out there, I'm going to rock his over 1.5 threes. He's taking them. He just has to make them. It doesn't matter what the juice is on the 2.5 assists. I'm going to bet that as well. And then Kobe White points. Those are the three I like. So white points over 18.5 right now. It was 17.5 last night. Vucevic over 1.5 threes. Vucevic over 2.5 assists. And I'll bump up Vuce to 4 and 6 on the assists.
Yes, sir. Drama, we'll come back to you because obviously you left for a quick second. You had some plays for the last game, so feel free to share. And then we'll go to Sean, and then Prop Plug, and Charles.
Yo, y'all can hear me good now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, my Chu was in the building as well, so we'll go to Chu after that.
But for that last game, I'm 100% in agreement with y'all with the A-Man Thompson look. I ran A-Man 8-8 and Castle 8-8 on Hard Rock for plus 9,900. Do what y'all want with that information, but that's just one official play parlay that I have. I think A-Man goes stupid today, bro. I also was leaning KD assist. I don't know if people have been paying attention like the last few games, but KD has been going over his assists like a motherfucker. So that was another lean I was looking as well.
My man. We're going to go with Sean, and then we'll make our rounds back.
Hey, mine's going to be quick. What did Stocks, was it Stock that said, or Chuck, was it Chuck that said, my apologies. Did he say Vuce?
I haven't said anything about this game yet.
That was Chalk.
Oh, Chalk Exchange. Did he say Vuce?
Yeah,
what did he say for Vuce? I didn't hear him.
Vuce assist, which I love too.
Assist?
Yep.
Yep, right where I'm at. Same exact thing. Head-to-head matchup's great for him. That's really all I got in this one.
Yes, sir. Charles, then Prop Plug.
Well, hey, so I'm just gonna trust you with Ant, dog. Ant been cashing me out this season. Can't really criticize him like that so far this year. So hey, it's gonna keep rocking.
Well, you also saw and this is something I've seen with him. Like whenever the media starts pressing him after they come out and have a bad game, he follows it up by having a damn good game. So where it's like not a situation where like they can ask him any stupid questions, because the other night it wasn't his fault they lost, right? But he not into blaming his teammates, which I think is part of the reason why we like Ant. He never blames his teammates. We lost, on to the next. I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? It's never throwing people under the bus. So I think that's what I like the most in regards to how that goes. I think he comes out tonight and performs at a very high level.
So yeah, so I'm just gonna put the coin on Ant, and that'll be that.
All right, smart man. Anybody else with the Prop Plug? You like anything?
Yeah. Last couple games, Dante DiVincenzo been facilitating. And this is a matchup will give up a lot of assists. So I was kind of looking at maybe I know y'all like OG, but I looked at Mikal Bridges. He had 15 or 18 potential assists, something crazy, something up there. So I'm thinking about pairing Mikal Bridges and DiVincenzo assists and running for 5, 6, and 7.
You're running a Villanova parlay. I like that.
Yeah,
DiVincenzo.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, bro, DiVincenzo plus money at 4-5. So pair that and Bridges together look good to me.
For sure. Keith, you like anything in this one? Drama? Anything in this matchup?
No, I think I'm not against anything. I was having a good game. I think I ran through everything that I liked from the slate.
Likewise, I'm just doing the last couple of games so I don't get fined and the listeners don't get mad because they be like, "Why didn't you talk about the Portland game?" And I'll be like, "My bad, yeah."
I see somebody just put in the chat both Jew and Rudy should feast against the Bulls. I like Rudy rebounds a lot. I don't give a fuck what the number is.
Yeah. Not mad at any of that. Chew, what's up, dog? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. We're obviously talking about the Chicago-Minnesota game, but if you have any plays, feel free to share as we're almost into the slate.
So I came in just in time, and I'm looking at this game now. Go ahead and give me IO points.
Okay. You would know your team.
Yep, Io over his points. I'm looking at how he does without Collins, and the chart looks great. Go ahead and give me my boy Io DeSumo over points, and Sosa, man. Not to change the subject, but that was a back and forth game last night. Oh, you're on mute.
Hell of a motion picture, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They couldn't have wrote a better script. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't complain. And again, your offense looked great. Our defense is still shit. So it should be interesting to see.
Right.
It should be interesting to see how the playoffs go through. Anyone else for this Minnesota-Chicago game? All right, awesome. All right, really quick. Anybody who's in here, if you're listening and you're viewing on YouTube, a couple of people have asked me how you get the like button, how you see the like button. You have to close the chat and hit the thumbs up. All you got to do is hit that. There's 100 people in here right now. We've peaked at like 150 today. But please make sure to like the video, hit the thumbs up on the video. We'll greatly appreciate it. It does help everything get into the algorithm of YouTube. We're at like 55 likes. There's 110 people in here. Hit the like button and get it to 80 likes, and maybe I'll give away something. Probably not, but make sure y'all like the video. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Thank you. How many games has he played with Collins? That is in regards to who's that in regards to? Chu.
So hold on. I actually got to go back to that now because I was just looking at the.
Was it Io that you said?
Yeah. So I took Io over points, and so I'm looking at the chart.
There it is. I got it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chart, and it looked pretty good. I don't know if that's accurate, meaning like I don't know if that's. I mean, I would assume seeing that it's on 25, 26 that all those games that are listed on that graph are without Collins, but
right. These are his game logs without Zach Collins.
Wow.
And he's hit the number in 16 of 19 games.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yep. So I mean, you kind of said it best. I mean, I feel like, not to be cocky, I feel like I know my team, and I took Io last game and he came through.
Yeah, not mad at that. It's just I think Mike was just wondering, like, there's probably a very small sample of him with Collins, right? So
right. So I mean, yeah, just go ahead and give me Io in that, and then I'm looking at the other games now, and I'm liking Tim Hardaway threes. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
So he got mentioned in the chat a couple of times. I've not bet on him, but again, could not be mad at anybody who did bet on him. He's running hot, and part of the reason to bet on somebody is that they're running hot.
Right.
De'Aaron Fox participating in shoot around prior to tonight's game, so don't be surprised if he gives it a go. Remember, he was listed as questionable. He probably will hold that designation probably till like 6 o'clock. Would not be surprised. Okay.
So, Zach Collins not even ruled out?
No, he is out.
He's definitely out. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm leaning Jalen Smith points. It's 7.5. Minus 120.
Josh Giddey, it looks like he's probable. So I mean, I don't really think you really need to do it with Io and Jalen Smith. I mean, I don't think I've taken Jalen Smith yet this year. I took him a couple times last year. I think so far this year, since we're still on this game, I think there's only maybe like 2 or 3 Bulls players who I haven't taken, and Io usually comes through for me. So I'm just gonna go back to taking who's come through for me, and the graph kind of explains the stats. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take Io. If I do find anything else, I'll let y'all know. But so right now, I think I'm just gonna stick with Io.
Sure.
Go ahead, Sean. Hey, listen, I'm sure you probably tried to avoid this, but we cannot avoid the fact that Jalen was able to posterize Joel Embiid. Like what in the world? That was crazy. This guy played for the Pacers. See that happen, I lost my mind, bro.
Yeah,
that was insane.
Yeah, that was insane.
So after seeing that, give me my boy Jalen. Give me my boy Jalen points today. Look at his threes. This guy that just showed me like all I need to see. Listen. Nah, for real though, I didn't know Zach Collins was out, but Jalen is going to pick up the Jalen's going to pick it up because what's his name still out too, right? Patrick Williams.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't said anything yet as far as if he's gonna play, but I won't be surprised if he doesn't. I mean,
This dude.
The Sosa's expressions throughout the entire
It's
time.
hilarious.
I actually had a question for Sosa. Did you like Cat in the Pelicans game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good matchup. I didn't go crazy on that game, to be totally honest with you. I think my favorite look in the game is like Queen's rebounds and assists. I want people to kind of just be mindful when you're betting on New Orleans. They had like, that 5-game run where they won 5 games in a row. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good team.
Okay.
And then it doesn't necessarily mean that that they're not detrimental to your pockets if you do choose to bet on them. But you can find a couple of good spots. I love Zion in that game as well. And I think both players have great matchups. I'm not mad at Cat going for 25, 30 in that game. He has a very, very good matchup. Those bigs really have nothing for him.
Do you like his PR or just his points?
Like his points. Not mad at his PR either. I mean, we're talking about. Karl Anthony Towns is one of the top rebounding big men of all time. I think people forget that. Like he's a walkthrough for 10 boards if we're being honest, night to night. So not mad at the PR combination either. But again, wouldn't be surprised if him and Zion went band for band at some juncture in this game.
Okay. I saw your tweet. You also like LaMelo, right, for threes?
Yep, his threes and his assist. I really double down on LaMelo's threes because Con Knippel's not playing. If Con's going to be out, I mean, he's the only real high volume 3-point shooter. LaMelo's going to take 7, 8 off rip. I'm thinking 12, 13 of them bitches going up tonight.
All right.
You know what I mean? If I had to guess. Unless the coach take him out the game, I don't see a world in which LaMelo doesn't shoot at least 10 threes tonight.
All right. Well, I trust you, so I'm going to go ahead and tail you on that.
Smart man. Final game of the night is going to be the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Portland Trailblazers. The Bucks are trying to trick us, y'all. They're trying to trick us, y'all. See what they did to us? The last 2 games, they moved the line up. They moved it down against Golden State. I ain't gonna lie, Anthony Davis is questionable. We don't know if he's gonna play or not. I think he sits this one out. I did not advise y'all to bet on the points and rebound or the points and assists for Najee Marshall. Tonight, I'm telling you to bet on his points and assists. Yes, tonight I'm betting on it. I know his number's 12. The highest he's ever hit is 12 against Portland. But I like this matchup, especially if AD doesn't play. I think that Najee can have some decent success as far as his points and assists. He's also cashed us out so much in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks that I can't not bet on the guy respectfully. And then I don't see a world where you can be mad at a Cooper Flag 23.5. He's clearly turned the corner and is a consistent star level player. He's 19, just turned 19 last week. He's the goods. Anybody who has anything crazy to say about him just needs to shut the fuck up. He's been outstanding for them. What he gives you on the defensive end is also like my favorite part of his game. The defense, the defensive versatility, being able to match up with ones, twos, and threes, elite for an 18-year-old. Even though he went number 1, I don't give a fuck. An 18-year-old, 19-year-old doing those things is just extremely impressive. We'll start with Chalk Exchange. Y'all, you like anything in this one? And then we'll go to Book of Chew, Sean, and then we'll go to the rest of speakers.
Yeah, I think this one is like kind of one of those predictive games where if you think that AD is not playing, then you hit what you like now in that scenario. I don't think that you can. It's just like greatly affected by AD or not, given the players in this game. Like if AD doesn't play, and Thompson plays, I like the Thompson threes. If AD plays, I like flag assists. If AD doesn't play, I like Denny PRA. If he does play, I don't. So monitor that situation and kind of have a game plan for when that news does come out. But I think it swaps a lot of props in and out of your favor. So if you think he doesn't play, then get on it now, while the lines are a little bit soft, and then wait until that news and hopefully goes your way. But it's one of the more greatly affected games by injury news, given the matchup.
I got nothing. I'm looking at this game and I'm seeing that AD is questionable, and whoever just spoke kind of said that if AD doesn't play, kind of change up the viewpoint for props, and if he does, also same thing, kind of changes up the viewpoint. So until that news comes out, I'm gonna pass on this game for now.
I think you're 100% right with AD being important to this game, because if AD doesn't play and Donovan Clingan plays, then this is a rebound smash spot, because there's nobody. I mean, they're not gonna keep him off the glass. There's no way. And that's what he's there to do, is to get boards. So Donovan Clingan, if he's playing rebounds, I like it. And then a guy on the other side, Cooper Flag been doing his thing. So not mad at his points. They finally caught on. They moved the line, so lost value there. But I do like the Shaden Sharp. Shaden Sharp has been playing some solid ball lately. Not mad at his points.
Did anybody?
Go ahead.
Oh, Nimhard assist. My bad. Nimhard assist. If they don't, the number probably went down or will go down depending on who's playing or not. But the last 2 games he's had like a stinker for assist. And the line, if they move the line down, he's still very capable of getting from 6 to 10. So
I was gonna say again. I know I was late. Did you guys like anything in that Golden State Brooklyn game, or y'all just passed on props in that?
Cam Thomas, 16.5 points. He had 30, 20 the other night. He took like 20 shots. Even if he's on a minutes restriction, 16.5 points, just too low.
Okay, thank you.
Just one of those obligatory type of deals. Charles, drama, Charles, anything?
In this game, of course, I like Cooper Flag points. I don't. Somebody said in the comments would think AD is not playing with the growing injury. I 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm capping the game basically that AD is not playing, and I think Cooper Flag might go stupid. I think his points rebound. I think, yeah, Cooper Flag.
Caucasian stars play.
Scared to take it. I don't know how he will fare without AD, so that's why I'm a little nervous about on them hard assists.
No doubt. I don't have too much in regards to this game. Pay attention to injury reports. We're just over 2 hours on stream. Charles, you got anything you want to add before I kind of wind things down?
Yeah, Shay funny as hell for that comment, by the way. If AD is still out, I lean Daniel Gafford's points over 8.5, minus 115. But that's just a lean for right now.
All right. Before we get up out of here, I do want to say thank you to everybody that joined. Chalk Exchange was already here. Profit Props was already here. The Drama, C-Pen for the win. Let Keith Cook, Prop Plug, Sean Aquino. Appreciate you, brother. Did I forget anybody that came up and spoke? Prop already explained to me he has some stuff, some personal issues, stuff going on. He was unable to make it today. He was obviously in the spaces, but again, appreciate everybody that spoke, everybody that showed up to view and get the plays and sauce from the people. Again, I do appreciate all the speakers and everybody that locks in with us daily. We'll be right back tomorrow with the same spiel and deal. Going to be a great end of the year, a great beginning of the year. I'm super excited for what's to come. And again, appreciate you all. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up on the video before you get up out of here. But again, I do appreciate everyone. Again, we'll say it again. Chalk Exchange, Chew, Profit Props, Drama, C-Pen for the win, Let Keith Cook, Prop Plug, and Sean. Y'all have did I forget anybody? Come on, y'all. Did I forget anybody? I don't want to fuck that up. I think I covered everybody. All right.
2 more days, people, until it's my day.
Oh, your birthday's on New Year's Eve, yes?
Yep.
All right. Listen, I'm going to leave you guys with this, okay? Profit Props 1 on Twitter is now live with the Sharp Side. Let's go from here to there, okay? I'm pulling up on the screen for you guys. That is our guy, Profit Props, host of the Sharp Side. Let's go there. Again, appreciate you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Hope you win a shit ton of money, and I hope that the day is profitable. We are going to Profit Props' stream. What were you saying now, Chew?
I was going to say, I'm surprised no one in chat asked. I had Pringles for breakfast. My bad.
Were they sour cream and onion?
They were barbecue.
You're disgusting.
bro, you was doing so well. Now you hustling back again.
Oh my God.
Get back on track, please.
Unbelievable.
Hey, for your birthday, man, you better have brunch or something, man. We ain't.
Ryan Rollins. KJ asked about Ryan Rollins' assist. Not mad at the Ryan Rollins assist look, but be mindful of everybody's assist numbers because Giannis is back. So don't be not mad at it. You'll probably get an adjusted number with Giannis back. And if you're wondering if the number's low, it's because Giannis is back. So we should see how that goes.
For whoever asked about brunch, I'm going to Twin Peaks for my birthday. So just FYI.
Of course you are. But yeah, that's where we're going. Profit Props 1. Check out his live stream. He's on YouTube. He's on Twitter. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful Monday. Monday night, Atlanta versus the Rams. Best of luck to anybody that's betting that. Peace.
All right, let's go over to Profit.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe. Peace.